The enormous academy towered over the city's central upper-class residential district. It was like the whole world revolved around that place. Kibugamane Private Academy. This federally accredited, super privileged academy gathers students of the highest caliber in all fields, so it can groom them to be the best of the best. Graduating is said to guarantee a life of success. Kibugamane Academy has been producing top-tier prospects in every discipline for hundreds of years, fostering students in whom the country can place their hope. It is aptly referred to as Hope's Academy. There are 2 qualifications one must meet to enroll. 1. You must be currently enrolled in high school. 2. You must excel in all subjects. There is no application process. All new students are scouted by the academy. And yet, there I was. Standing before the gates to an academy as superbly, supremely amazing as that. It's a little by the books, but I want to start off by introducing myself. My name is Makoto Naegi. I am, just as I appear to be, a hopelessly ordinary average high school student. And I'm not a whole lot different on the inside either. I'm not particularly skilled at anything, nor am I all that eccentric or really extraordinary at all. I don't have any special tastes or interests. I'm not a mutant and I don't possess a stand. If you want to know my favorite actor, my favorite comic, my favorite band, or my favorite movie, just look at the charts and there you go. Whatever's number 1, that's more than likely it. Ordinary to an almost cliché degree. The most average of the average. That's me. Starting things off so by the books, with an introduction, is a great example of that. Well, if I had to pick something, my one redeeming quality would be that I'm a little more optimistic than most, I guess. And there I was, normal, everyday me, standing in front of Kibugamane Academy, a far cry from what you'd call an ordinary school. I've really come to an amazing place. I'm not getting in over my head, am I? I felt like a very small fish, lost in a very, very large ocean, though I doubt anyone could blame me. Now, just so I don't sound like I'm blowing things out of proportion, I guess I should probably catch you up on the preparations I did last night. The students selected to attend Kibugamane Academy really are super skilled in all subjects. And in fact, there's such a hot topic they have a dedicated thread on a certain online message board. Half in the name of preparation, and half morbid curiosity, I poked around in that thread for a bit. Every single person mentioned was super duper high school material, leaps and bounds above average. Take the super duper high school idol for example. She enjoys fame nationwide as the lead vocalist in a highly popular girl group. And then there's the super duper high school all-star. He played both ace pitcher and cleanup hitter on his team, leading them to victory in the championships. As an athlete, he's at the top of the top tier, already being scouted for the pro leagues. Next is the super duper high school supermodel. With her photos lining all the fashion magazines, she's a role model for teenage girls everywhere. To top it off, there's even a super duper high school outlaw biker. Frighteningly, he rules Japan's largest biker gang. He's feared and revered by delinquents nationwide. After that, there's the super duper high school fighter, scion, swimmer, otaku. The super duper high school programmer, high roller, prefect, shaman, etc., etc. With peers as distinguished and elite as them, I can't help but feel small and powerless. To put it in another way, I feel like a calico who accidentally stumbled into a pride of lions. However, there was something that struck me as odd. There were a couple students who, no matter how much I searched, I couldn't find any information on. While, much to my relief, my own talentless self was among the unaccounted for. I wasn't sure what to make of the other missing name. Could it mean I'm not the only incoming student without a laundry list of accomplishments? Thinking there might even be the slightest chance I'm not alone in my uselessness is pitifully reassuring. Anyway, that aside, the real question is, how did a normal kid like me end up being selected to join the ranks of the super duper high schoolers? To find your answer, you need but glance at my admissions notice. We at Kibugamane Academy have selected by lottery a single candidate from a pool of average students. Your name was chosen, and so we invite you to join us this year as the super duper high school luckster. As you can see, it was mere luck, nothing more. In all honesty, I probably should have declined. But there was no way I could, knowing that graduation all but guarantees success in life. However, standing there, with the school before my very eyes, I feared I may be out of my league after all. Not that I can just loiter in front of the gate forever either. Mumbling to myself, I dropped my gaze to the admissions notice in my hand. New students, meet in the entrance hall at 8 o'clock a.m. There's still some time before we're scheduled to meet up, but I guess I should get going. Yeah. Here goes. After mustering together far more resolve than should be necessary for one's first day of classes, I headed toward the entrance hall. Well, here I am. Doesn't look like anyone else is here, though. I looked up at the entrance hall's gorgeous clock. 7:10 it said. The meeting's at 8, which means I've still got 50 minutes. Of course no one else is here. I was so nervous I came here too early. There's still plenty of time, and I don't really feel like just standing here until then. Maybe I could wander the halls a bit. Might help loosen me up. I'm technically a student here now, so there shouldn't be a problem. I hope. All I'm doing is killing a little time. Having convinced myself it wasn't such a big deal, I took my first step into Kibugamane Academy. That first step, overflowing with hope for the start of a new life here. Or, that's how it was supposed to be. Huh? However, the moment my foot touched the floor, the world began to twist and spin. Until finally it all blended together, melting like cotton candy. Swirling and twirling and whirling and curling into a thick, syrupy, vicious pulp. And the next second, darkness. That was the beginning and the end of my everyday life. I should have realized it then. I wasn't there because I was the super duper high school luckster, but the super duper high school unluckster. Huh? Where am I? I found myself lying face down on a hard desk. I felt like I'd been run over by a train. While I've been known to doze off in the middle of a particularly boring lecture, I couldn't figure out why I was sleeping on that desk. And in an unfamiliar classroom at that. What's going on? There's a trail of drool running down the desk I was just collapsed over. Gotta wipe that up later. And on top of the desk, orientation? Info? What a cheap-looking pamphlet. Why is it handwritten? The new semester has begun. Wait, scratch that. From here, this academy becomes a whole new world for you guys. What is this? Someone's idea of a prank? This looks like a security camera? The world's a dangerous place. They probably installed these to prevent break-ins. What the heck? This is where you'd expect to see windows in a normal classroom. But here, what appears to be iron plates have been rigged to the walls. To check, I gave one a light knock. Yep, iron plates all right. Incredibly thick ones, no less. But rather than analyzing what they are, shouldn't I be asking why they're here? There's a TV here. It's hardly a surprise seeing a TV in the classroom at a federally accredited academy, but there's something very unsettling about it. The clock says 8. When did that happen? I came through the entrance hall at around 7:10, which means I've been here for almost an hour? From the looks of things, it's probably safe to assume that someone found me in the entrance hall where I was standing, nervous and disoriented, and helped me to this classroom. Which means I'm still inside Kibugamane Academy. But if that's true, something's not right. Something's definitely not right here. Those iron plates on the windows. It's like I've been tossed into a dungeon. I don't get it. What the heck is going on here? Anyway, I guess I should go back and check out the entrance hall again. It's past when we were supposed to meet up. Everyone else is probably already there. Even the hallways kinda creep me out. Things are making less and less sense. What on earth have I gotten myself into? Anyway, to the entrance hall I go. When I returned to the entrance hall, I discovered I was no longer alone.
You new here too?
Then, that makes you guys...
Yep, we're all new students here at Kibugamane Academy starting today.
And that makes 15 in all. Such a nice round number.
So these are the super duper high schoolers. I took a careful look around the room, examining the other 14 faces gathered there. Would it sound melodramatic if I said I felt like I'd step into a dream? It's nice to meet you. My name is Makoto Naegi. Sorry I'm late. I guess I dozed off or something.
Whoa, you too?
That's rather odd.
Indeed, indeed. I declare a state of abnormality. Red alert! Red alert!
What? I'm having trouble keeping up here.
Hold your horses! That can wait! How could you allow yourself to show up so late, Naegi? You were told to be here at 8 o'clock sharp! Our first day, and you're already committing unspeakable crimes! I will report this atrocity, and punishment shall...
What is your problem? Are you, like, seriously blaming him?
Never mind that. I've got an idea. Why don't we introduce ourselves to a new friend?
You serious? We have more important shit to deal with right now.
It's in everyone's best interest if we lay our cards out on the table before we decide how to play them. And it would be quite difficult to effectively discuss our predicament without knowing each other's names.
You have a point.
Alright, so we'll introduce ourselves first. And then we can talk things over after that.
Still a bit in the dark here, but I guess that'll have to wait. Either way, these introductions should be a good opportunity to start putting faces to names and getting to know my new classmates. All I really know about them is what I read in the New Students at Kibugamane Academy thread. I think I'll talk with these 5 first.
I am Kiyotaka Ishimaru. My motto is to be true to yourself and live with vigor and fortitude. Let roar the flames of our competitive spirits as we drive one another to academic superiority!
The New Students at Kibugamane Academy thread say he's a squeaky clean honor student who was consistently at the top of his class at a famous prep school. While serving on the school's disciplinary committee, he built a considerable reputation for himself as a man who values rules above all else, earning him his moniker, the Super Duper High School Prefect.
Your name was... Makoto Naegi, was it not? Be grateful to your parents for christening you with such an upstanding name, Makoto Naegi. Every day is a battle! You must be diligent and stay true to your name! Rah! Life's only worth the effort you put into it! Isn't that right? Damn right it is!
Something about this guy sets my teeth on edge.
A name like mine, you'll just forget it as soon as I tell you. Anyway, Toko Fukawa.
She entered the literary spotlight with the novel she wrote at the age of 10. And 2 years ago, her masterpiece romance novel, While the Sin of the Shore Still Lingers, turned fishermen into a prized commodity among her young female fans. The recipient of numerous literary awards, she published hit after hit, all while still attending school. She is none other than the genius girl author, the super duper high school bookworm. Apparently. When I hear romance novelist, I envision a sophisticated, experienced older woman.
What? Why are you staring at me? Don't look at me like that. Don't you look at me like I'm some sort of filthy, obscene thing.
Filthy? Obscene? I didn't...
I know what you're thinking. I know what you're just dying to say. You laugh, thinking to yourself, this is the ugliest, foulest child I've ever laid eyes on.
No, I'm not...
You can't fool me. It's the truth. You wouldn't be able to bear the sight of my face otherwise. It's okay. I don't mind. I've gotten used to being treated like garbage.
What a crazy persecution complex. Talk about an author's imagination put to the wrong use.
My name's Saika Mizuno. I look forward to getting to know you better.
I found myself enchanted by her graceful bow. That unfamiliar yet pleasant fragrance. Sayaka Mizuno. I was, to say the least, surprised when I saw her name in the new students at Kibugamane Academy thread. As the lead vocalist in a highly popular girl group, she enjoys a great deal of fame nationwide. She's in such high demand, it seems like every magazine and TV show wants a piece of the super duper high school idol. But the primary reason I was so surprised to find out she was coming here is something I doubt she remembers. The more I look at her, the prettier she seems. And that skin. She looks like a doll.
I am not a doll. I'm very much alive.
What? You heard that?
Of course, I'm an Esper.
Huh?
I'm kidding. I just had a feeling, that's all.
That's some seriously impressive intuition.
Oh, hey. Are you?
Am I?
You are! I knew it! I just knew it! You're the same Naegi from...
Hey! Wrap it up, you two! We're not going to spend our entire first day on introductions!
I'm sorry. I just...
An introduction simply entails introducing oneself. It does not mean you get to chit-chat.
Yes, sir. Sorry, Naegi. We'll talk later.
It sounded like she had something to say. But I guess it's not like we won't have another chance to talk. Just like she said.
Yo! Leon Kuwata's the name. What up, brother?
Leon Kuwata. Playing as both the ace pitcher and the cleanup hitter. He led his high school baseball team to victory in the championship tournament. As an athlete, he's at the top of the top tier, already being scouted for the pro leagues. They call him the super duper high school all-star. And that very same world-class athlete... Wait, that's you?
Huh? What you talking about?
I don't mean to sound surprised, it's just I was kind of expecting you to be a little more... I don't know.
What? You were expecting the Pillsbury frickin' Doughboy?
More like Tony the Tiger. I mean, I guess I imagined you look more like a stereotypical baseball player or something. That's how you looked in all the pictures and articles I've seen about you.
Yikes, man. You saw my baseball pictures? Serious? You saw those crusty old things? This sucks. This freaking sucks, man. I am all kinds of embarrassed. Give me a break. Those were the tourney's rules. I had no choice but to shave it all off. But I ain't never cutting my hair again. Ain't going back to my old color either. So hey, let me tell you a little something. I don't like baseball one damn bit. Truth is, I ain't even gone to practice once.
So the team-carrying ace never practiced once. I guess that's what you call a prodigy, huh?
Point being, I came here to quit. I got a real dream, man.
A real dream?
I'm gonna be a musician, obviously. Can't you feel my rock star aura? I've got vocals covered. I just need some kick-ass musicians and songwriters, and I'm set. Man, look at me chasing down my dreams and shit. I am one frickin' extreme badass.
An athlete in his prime saying that could shatter their hearts of little leaguers all the world over.
I am the Alpha, and the Omega, the beginning, and the end. You might also know me as Hifumi Yamada, but I don't mind if you use my other name. By the by, might you be familiar with the allure of the two-dimensional world, Master Makoto? Naegi?
Two-dimensional... what now?
As the super-duper high school otaku, my name is quite well known in the industry. Even today, legends speak of the time I sold 10,000 Jojinchi at the school culture fest. And I did it, despite accusations of defiling the festival from my ignorant, uncultured peers.
I feel sorry for his classmates, but still, 10,000 copies is a lot for a school event.
But let us forget those fools. As Van Gogh can attest, certain genius goes unrecognized in life. I am a warrior, battling night and day to crush preconceived notions that people have about my works. I am certain if you saw my work, Master Makoto Naegi, you would understand it straight away. For there are tales which take on
a profound theme.
What kind of theme?
Crossing over the gender line.
I'd really rather not understand. I think I'll talk to these 5 next.
What's up? I'm alias Hina. Good to meet ya.
Aoi Asahina. As I recall, she's been going to swim tournaments since elementary school, systematically tearing down pretty much every record she's come across. And now, she's being selected as a candidate for Japan's Olympic swimming team. I couldn't think of a better person to hold the title of super duper high school swimmer. The net is making a huge splash about her combination of incredible talent and good looks.
What was your name again? Sorry, it totally slipped my mind.
Makoto Naegi?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that? You mean exactly like that?
Sure, yeah. It's all good. I won't forget it again. Makoto Naegi. Makoto Naegi. Gotcha.
As she murmured my name, she traced something out in her palm with the tip of her index finger. What are you doing?
Oh, this? Didn't you know? Write someone's name on your palm 3 times and you'll never forget it.
I've never heard that.
So, hey, how do you spell Naegi anyway?
Exactly how it sounds. N-A-E-G-I.
Sorry, you'll have to tell me again later when I have some way to write it down. Well, whatevs, we're here now, so let's make friends.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, at the very least, I've learned she's got a boundless supply of energy.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Chihiro Fujisaki. I'm feeling a little shy doing all these introductions. I look forward to working together.
The pleasure is mine. It's nice to meet you.
Maybe I'm just imagining it, but have we met somewhere before?
Didn't we both say nice to meet you just a second ago?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
It's fine. You don't have to apologize.
Okay.
Chihiro Fujisaki. She's written countless innovative computer programs. And, on top of that, it seems her rather mousy demeanor has netted her a mob of rabid fans. Here at Kibugamane Academy, she's known as the super duper high school programmer.
Say, I'm sorry.
Huh? Why are you apologizing?
You look a little unhappy. Did I make you mad?
No, I was just thinking about something. That's all.
Huh? Thinking?
Yeah, you didn't do anything to upset me.
Oh, thank goodness. I was starting to think you didn't like me. That's a relief.
You know, I think I understand where that mob of rabid fans is coming from. May I ask your name?
My name is Kyoko Kirigiri.
She's rather reserved, isn't she? This is also the first time I've ever heard the name Kyoko Kirigiri. It wasn't anywhere in the new students at Kibugamane Academy thread. Come to think of it, aside from myself, there was one other incoming student I couldn't find anything about. Could this be her? Hey, so, how did you get selected to come here?
How?
I mean, you must have been chosen because you're a super duper high school something, right? So, what makes you special?
Do I have to tell you?
What? You don't have to, per se.
If it's not absolutely necessary, I think I'll pass.
Since I couldn't find any info on her, I thought it might have been luck that brought her here. Like me. It's like she's wearing an iron mask. All I know is what she'll tell me. Exactly nothing.
Hello! Junko and Ashimi here. Pleased to meet ya.
There's a name I know all too well. She's the super duper high school supermodel. A role model for high school girls everywhere. I can't quite put my finger on it, but... you look a little different in person.
Oh? You're talking about, like, my cover shots, aren't you? Well, you got it then. They're always prettied up for the magazines.
Prettied up?
You know, like, they touch them up. Ever heard of image editing softwares?
Oh, that kind of touched up.
Hey, don't be so surprised. It's not that big a deal. You're kind of getting me down here. These days, everyone's doing it. But like, really, you think I'm bad? You should see what they do to an actress or an idol's pics. They make their eyes all like super big and their skin look like ceramic.
Is that so? It kind of feels like all my fantasies just got torn to shreds.
I'm Mondo Iwata. Nice meeting ya.
Mondo Iwata. He's the second leader of Japan's largest, most violent biker gang. Delinquents nationwide fear and revere him. The super duper high school outlaw biker. It's my pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Sure.
I should be especially careful around this guy. One wrong move, And it's the seafloor for me. And these are the last 4.
I am Sakura Ogami.
Yikes. I was a split second from saying, "You're a guy, right?" The day I let that one slip, she'll have my head on a spike. Crowned champion at an American MMA tournament, despite being female. The super duper high school fighter has come out of over 400 matches with a flawless record. Here's what it said about her in the New Students at Kibugamine Academy thread. Nicknamed Ogre, Sakura Ogami is said to be one of the few fighters strong enough to rival the specimen. To any new students lurking this thread, I advise you heed my warning. If you value your life, stay as far away from her as you can. And standing here, face to face with her, that's exactly what I want to do.
You there.
What? Yes? Without even realizing it, my body had tensed up, and I was standing at attention. And then she began running her hands up and down my body. What are you...
It would appear as though you possess but the strength of an ordinary high school student. Most unfortunate. In such a state, you are ill-suited to be my sparring partner.
Actually, quite the contrary. I couldn't be happier.
They call me Yasuhiro Hagakure. Nice meeting you, dude.
Yasuhiro Hagakure, the supernova. Poster child for the new age of fortune-telling. A legend among soothsayers, Yasuhiro Hagakure is known as the super-duper high school shaman. Honestly, I don't really get things like crystal balls and fortune-tellers, but I do kind of wonder just how often they get things right.
I don't like the looks of this.
What's up?
A vision. I had a vision, dude. Saw it with my own 2 eyes. True as truth.
What did you see?
A guardian spirit with the wicked perm chasing down Bigfoot with the skyfish in its mouth. Your guardian spirit, that is. Just joking. How about it, kid? What do you say we crack open a couple of beers and have a fierce debate about the Lemurians?
No way, we're still in high school.
Dude, I'm 20. Truth is, a lot's happened. And I've been held back 3 years.
3 years? Sounds like a little too much has happened.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Celestia Ludenberg.
Celestia... Luden... what now?
Celestia Ludenberg. It's my name. 'Twould be wonderful if you called me Celeste.
You're Japanese, right?
And what of it?
May I ask your real name?
You misunderstand me. My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. And it would be wonderful if you called me Celeste.
There's a forceful undertone to her politeness. Proceed at your own risk. The rumors about her in the new students at Kibugamane Academy thread appear to be spot on. As the super duper high school high roller, the word defeat is not part of her lexicon. She calls herself Celestia Ludenberg, and beyond a taste for gothic Lolita fashion. Everything about this mysterious girl is veiled in rumor and mistruth. Victor in the ultimate underground gambling tournament, the Liar King, in which participants compete to steal each other's assets. She's rumored to have bankrupted all the other competitors, destroying their lives in the process.
I sincerely look forward to our dealings together.
That smile of hers kinda gives me the creeps. She's a difficult one to read, huh?
I'm Byakuya Togami.
Nice to meet you. I don't think I've ever met someone so obviously apathetic about an introduction before. Though I should hardly be surprised. This guy is exceptional, even compared to the other super duper high schoolers. Esteemed son of financial giants, the Togami Group, Byakuya Togami was groomed to serve a single purpose: inherit control of the group. With several companies already under his control, and having accumulated a vast personal fortune, he's on a whole different level, befitting of the title Super Duper High School Scion. Well, that's what it said in the new students at Kibugamane Academy thread, at least.
Oy vey, we're done with the introductions. How long do you intend to stand there? I can't stand the sight of you. Disappear.
Is this I wouldn't deign mingle with the likes of you, or the result of his noble upbringing? And I guess that does it. There's certainly no lack of, shall we say, diversity. Not surprising from a grouped up super duper.